Today on Good Day Live, we are very happy to welcome two important guests that are going to talk to every homeowner out there about important information. First of all, Brock from Puroclean, good to have you back, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
You've provided us a ton of information about the disasters that can happen in our homes and what we need to do to clean it up. But today, he brings along another important guy, Gary Guttardi with Farm Bureau Insurance. Listen, you are an important part of what Brock does, and I think it's great that he's decided to include you today. Really?
Yes, we kind of work side by side, hand in hand, because he takes care of the problem and I insure the problem.
That's right.
So together you're both pretty important in people's lives when disaster strikes, right?
Correct.
Absolutely.
But what we're going to talk about today is kind of understanding what you need to know and what you need to do before. Brock, you've done a great job of being here and explaining to us at Puroclean, sure, you're about coming in after and cleaning up the mess, but you're also about making sure people know how to be prepared before that disaster ever happens. And so that's where kind of Gary comes into play. Let me ask you first of all, Gary, if you don't mind, when it comes to insurance, people I think sometimes think they have enough. And what you have seen and what you've obviously learned through experiences with Brock is oftentimes they don't.
Yes, at Indiana Farm Bureau, we do periodic reviews of their insurance, our clients, and we just want to make sure you have the proper coverage in force at the time of loss. That's our goal.
And it's a good goal to have. You know, he and I were kind of joking off camera, and I said, sometimes your insurance agent calls and they want to meet with you, and they're like, oh, great, what are you going to sell me now? That's not what it's about. It's about making sure that in your life changes in that past year or two, that you're taking the steps necessary to make sure you're covered, right?
Yes, yes. We just don't want anybody to be caught in a situation where they have a fairly decent loss and then they are not aware of that they don't have coverage as they thought they did.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you see this firsthand, and we actually have some images, and as we were talking about some of these, you come in to see this, and then when someone, for example, has this mold, that's one of those things that can be very tricky when it comes to insurance, right?
Right.
So what's the important thing to know about, in this case, all this mold damage?
Well, the main thing is a lot of insurance doesn't cover mold because for mold to grow, it takes some time and it has to be wet for a while. If you're not handling the problem when it happens, insurance doesn't like to pay for things that could have been fixed earlier.
So your message is don't wait. I mean, if you think there's a problem, that's the time to call Puroclean and say, check it out.
You have water damage, you start to smell something musty, you've got to get it checked out early because it could be worse or your damage could be hidden. And once you get into it, it can be a lot worse than you expect.
Well, we're looking at a basement now, and you said, oh my gosh, you said that's actually raw sewage.
That's sewage. So black water is another name for it. That's sewage water. That's drain water. It could be from your own house. It could back up from the city.
Oh my gosh.
And it does happen. You could have a blockage and it just fills up.
As we see some of these images, I think too what we were talking about is there's coverage that comes along with your insurance. How do you two work together to talk through this? So if somebody calls and they've had, say for example, flooding in their basement, how does that work? I mean, do they contact their insurance, do you contact Brock, or does it go the other way?
It kind of happens both ways.
Yeah?
So they might get a hold of Gary, or they might call his office, and we're one of the referrals that he could give out.
Okay.
And then we can assess and help out, and it may not be a claim yet. Sometimes people don't have to file a claim. It could be something small and minor that can be fixed, so they're not eating up their deductible and raising their premiums.
How important is what he does in this process? I mean, it's pretty crucial.
Well, it's important that you know, they contact Brock and he gets out immediately, because water is something that you don't want laying around in your basement, because obviously the mold and mildew can occur really quickly.
Sure, sure.
But there is a coverage called sump pump sewer backup coverage that most people may not be aware that the regular primary policy doesn't cover this, and it's an endorsement on the homeowner's policy. So if you have a basement and it's finished, this is a coverage that you definitely should have on your homeowner's policy.
Yeah, that's a good example. It's not just flooding, it's fire. We were seeing images that you've showed us before of how you go through and take pictures of people's houses and make sure you know what's there to know what you need to cover.
Right.
So in the event that someone's watching and they're like, you know what, honey, we've modernized our house, we've added some things, we've done some stuff. In that event that they're watching and thinking about maybe this process, Brock, should they call just to find out? Because I know you do a great job of kind of coaching them through this.
Yeah, they could call us and just ask some basic questions of, you know, is this covered? Should we get additional coverages? Do we need those endorsements? And then they can always, discuss further with their agent.
Yeah. And I think the best part about this, guys, is that, it's an honest conversation that we're having. People need to understand the significance of what insurance is meant to do, which you pointed out so graciously, and they need to understand how important it is for you to work with these companies. So I think this is an important conversation to have with both of you.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming in. It's
No
nice.
problem.
It's nice to have two partners in crime here
Right.
together. No, in all honesty, thank you so much. We do appreciate your time.
Thank
Good
you.
information,
Thank
and of
you.
course you can find this on our website at mywabashvalley.com. But the numbers on your screen, if you're thinking, geez, now I know I have some questions about insurance and whether or not I have some things going wrong, now's the time to call. Don't wait. And stick around. We've got more to come on Good Day Live.